Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, opencode, an open source coding agent built with TypeScript that gained over 800 stars just today. It represents a new wave of AI-powered development tools that live directly in your terminal, helping you write, debug, and reason through code without ever leaving your workflow. If you've been curious about what autonomous coding agents actually look like in practice, this one is worth your full attention. What if the best AI coding tool wasn't locked to any single AI company? opencode has accumulated over 112,000 GitHub stars with 819 added in a single day. Its entire premise is simple. Your coding assistant should answer to you, not to any one model provider. opencode, developed by anomalyco, is an open-source AI coding agent built for developers who live in the terminal. It handles code generation, refactoring, and codebase analysis without requiring you to leave the command line. The project sits at 112,461 total stars with 11,262 forks. That kind of traction in a crowded AI tools market doesn't happen without solving something genuinely frustrating. The AI coding tool landscape has a vendor problem. Most powerful tools are tightly coupled to specific AI providers, switch providers, and you're essentially starting over with a different tool. Beyond lock-in, these assistants typically treat code as plain text, missing the structural understanding that makes refactoring precise and safe. Terminal-first developers, the kind who spend their days in NeoVim and Shell environments, have largely been an afterthought. opencode takes aim at all three gaps. It eliminates provider dependency, integrates deep code intelligence through the language server protocol commonly called LSP, and is built specifically by and for terminal power users. The architecture is worth examining carefully. opencode runs a persistent background server that handles all the heavy lifting, communicating with whichever large language model you've configured, maintaining conversation context, and performing file system operations. Separate clients, a terminal user interface called TUI, a desktop application, or potentially mobile in the future, connect to this server. The agent keeps running even when you close a client. That also opens the door to remote development, where the engine runs on a powerful server while you operate from a lightweight device elsewhere. The second pillar is native LSP integration. LSP is the protocol that powers code intelligence in modern editors, things like jump to definition, find all references, and real-time error detection. By integrating LSP directly, opencode enriches what it sends to the AI model. When you ask it to rename a function across a large codebase, it uses LSP to locate every reference across every file, not just the one you're currently viewing. That dramatically reduces incomplete or broken refactoring. The third piece is provider-agnostic model routing. The project implements adapters for OpenAI, Claude, Google's models, and locally running models. Switching providers is a configuration change, not a rewrite. Two built-in agents handle different workflow needs. The build agent has full file system and shell execution access. It's designed for active development, generating code, applying fixes, and running scripts. The plan agent is read-only. It analyzes unfamiliar code bases, explains structures, and maps out changes before any execution happens. It asks permission before running shell commands, making it safe to point at production code you don't yet understand. Getting started is straightforward. A single install command via Homebrew, NPM, or a platform package manager gets the tool running across macOS, Windows, and Linux. A beta desktop app is also available for those who prefer a graphical interface alongside their terminal workflow. The risks are worth naming directly. The build agent has unrestricted shell access. A poorly crafted prompt or an unexpected model response could execute destructive commands, and file deletions don't come with undo. Beyond safety, the architecture is ambitious to the point of complexity. Keeping a terminal UI, a desktop app, a background server, multiple LLM adapters, and LSP integrations synchronized is a significant ongoing burden for an open-source community. The code intelligence advantage also depends entirely on the quality of LSP support for your specific language. For less common languages with weak LSP implementations, that core advantage narrows considerably. OpenCode makes a clear architectural bet. AI coding tools should be open, provider, neutral, and built for how terminal developers actually work. For anyone who has felt constrained by proprietary AI coding environments, this is a serious alternative with genuine technical depth.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.